It's the Line Makers on Sporting News.
How you doing? Richie B, Kenny White, the Line Makers, sportingnews.com. Talking Oklahoma State and Baylor. Baylor football turned around and beat number one team in the nation 2 weeks ago, Kansas State. Beat them 52-24, gave them an ass whooping. This week, playing the Cowboys of Oklahoma State at home. Oklahoma State, the road favorite, Kenny 4, but the real news in this game, the thing that sticks out the most when you're looking at spreads and totals all the time, total on this game, 86. Could be the highest total ever. Is it?
I think it is. I didn't look it up. I'm so busy with the college basketball, I didn't get a chance to, but I think 86, I'm going to go out on the limb and say it is the highest total ever.
I would say that it most likely is. I know there were some games, Hawaii and Southern Cal, in the last 10 or 15 years that hit the 80s. You think they bet this over or under?
I think they bet it over.
And rightfully so. Kenny, we were talking. They played 99 points with Oklahoma. They played 89 with West Virginia. I mean, it's certainly feasible that these teams are going to go out there and score 13, 14 touchdowns this week. It's going to be an up and down game. Let's talk about the spread. Oklahoma State 4 on the road.
Well, you know, they have to be the favorite, obviously, because they're a higher ranked team. We have them number 15 in the Don Best Line Makers poll, where you can find on the Sporting News, by the way, the entire 124 Division I teams. And Baylor's number 33. So there's a difference there. But I think that the problem with this Oklahoma State team this week is they just lost to their biggest rival, Oklahoma, in overtime. I don't think they get up for this game. And Baylor, they became bowl eligible last week, and they got revenge against the Cowboys.
Yeah, Oklahoma State 1-3 straight up this year on the road. So, you know, they lose at Arizona, they lose at Kansas State, they did lose at Oklahoma. They're giving up 40 points a game on the road. It's not really a good spot for Oklahoma State after the trouncing last week. Looking at Oklahoma State, did win 6 in a row versus Baylor, though, Kenny. I know you don't look at a lot of those trends. You think you push them to the side because what happened yesterday doesn't necessarily reflect on what's going to happen tomorrow. But, you know, they won 59-24 last year, 14.5-point favorite at home. Choo-Choo Chelf, they quarterback, had a decent game last week, but they gave up 500 yards to Landry Jones, 618 yards of offense last week, 44 first downs. I never heard of 44 first downs before. And they are facing the number 2 offense in the country in Baylor. It's going to make it a long night for Oklahoma State, don't you think?
You need to take a breath. I don't think that's the longest I've ever heard you talk in a row without letting anybody else get involved. This total is so high, and looking at what both teams have done, Oklahoma State, their median number is they've scored median 55 points the last 3 games, and Baylor 52. And you know what? Not even RG3 could score 50 points in back-to-back weeks. But Nick Florence and this Baylor Bear team with Art Briles, the head coach, they did.
They got this kid in the backfield now. I'm not too familiar with him. Sistrunk.
I remember Otis Sistrunk with the Raiders, right? Bald head?
The Sistrunk of the University of Mars, maybe.
He's been tremendous, Sistrunk.
Last 4 games, he's over 500 yards. He's averaging 7 yards per carry. You're going to see a lot of points in this game. And you're going to see the Baylor Bears come out on top against a very good Oklahoma State football team.
I like it. Go Baylor.
It's Baylor and over. This game's played in the 50s.